WWE Raw kicks off with Big E coming out, wondering who will challenge him next for the WWE Championship. Then Seth Rollins comes out and says he wants to. Then Rey Mysterio comes out and says he deserves it. Then Finn Balor comes out and says the only title he hasn't had is the WWE Championship. Then Kevin Owens comes out and reminds Rollins that he pinned and beat him for the Universal title in this very building. And Rollins attacks Owens. Then Sonya Deville comes out and announces a fatal 4-way ladder match between the men, and the winner gets a title shot. The Street Profits, Montez Ford and D'Angelo Dawkins versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode versus Otis and Chad Gable. During the match, Omos comes out and punches Dawkins, and Roode and Ziggler win with a spinebuster clothesline tag move. So later tonight, Ziggler and Roode have a tag title match. Selena Vega comes out to sit on a throne and wear a crown. She talks in a posh accent and says people will remember her reign for years and she's going to be the best queen ever. Then Doudrop comes out to have a match with Selena. During the match, Selena undoes the turnbuckle padding, so the referee goes to fix it, and Zelina hits Doudrop with her scepter and wins the match. Becky Lynch comes out and says people don't want to see her beat Bianca Belair again, the people want to see her beat new people. And then Bianca comes out and Becky says Bianca did well beating everyone throughout the year, but that's because Becky wasn't there to stop her, and Bianca says Becky's nothing without the title. And Becky says, get to the back of the line, bitch. And they start to fight, and Becky hits Bianca with a kendo stick. Then Becky says, you've got your match, just not tonight. Damien Priest versus T-Bar. During the match, T-Bar throws an office chair at Priest, so he gets disqualified. Then Priest beats down T-Bar hard. Liv Morgan versus Carmella, and Carmella wins with an X Factor. Keith Lee versus Cedric Alexander, and Keith wins with an attitude adjustment. Dominic Mysterio versus Austin Theory, and Theory wins with his finisher called ATL, and takes a selfie with Dominic after the match. Shout out to Tyler Breeze. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler for the Raw Tag Team titles, and Riddle wins with a roll-up. Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in a ladder match in the main event. Decent match. Rey gets powerbombed through a table, and Owens gets flipped out of the ring through a ladder. Then Rollins hits a curb stomp on Balor and wins the match. So Seth is the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. We'll see you next week for the next Rush Draw review.